Hello friends, welcome to Mart Talk IT Training. This is your host and tutor Vicky Verma and we are doing PHP tutorial video series for beginners step by step in English plus Hindi. This is the fifth part of the PHP tutorial video series. In this video, we are going to see date and time in PHP and we are also going to see datetime formats, time zones and then modify date to get current date, next date, previous date, next month date, previous date, month date, next year date, previous year date. तो दोस्तों इस वीडियो में हम देखने वाले हैं डेट एंड टाइम इन पीएचपी एंड डेट टाइम फॉर्मेट, टाइम जोन और डेट को मॉडिफाई करेंगे नेक्स्ट डेट जानने के लिए, प्रीवियस डेट जानने के लिए, नेक्स्ट मंथ का डेट जानने के लिए, प्रीवियस मंथ का डेट जानने के लिए, नेक्स्ट ईयर का डेट जानने के लिए, प्रीवियस ईयर डेट का डेट जानने के लिए, और ये सारा कुछ स्क्रीन पे प्रिंट करेंगे पीएचपी स्क्रिप्ट के थ्रू. तो लेट्स स्टार्ट द in this video we will see PHP date and time. So here on the screen you can see today is 21/10/2016. I have printed today's date here using a function named date function in PHP. So this function returns the today's date. So get a date in PHP we will use date function. So I have done this using date function. But to get a date time, what we need to do? We need to first of all initialize a variable named date and then we will declare as date as new date time. We will call a date time function and it will give the system gmt date time, system date time actually. What is your current system date time? Not gmt, you can say system date time. Means if your application is running here on my system, it will give the date time of my system. So let's check it, friends. If we echo this and after getting the date time in the date variable, I am converting this date time in the format which I need by using a date format function in PHP. This both all the three function, date function, date and time function and date format function are inbuilt function of PHP to handle the date and time in PHP. So let's echo this system data time and see whether it is printing my system date and time or not. So let's see. So friends, we can see it is printing in the format which I have mentioned, the system date as well as the system time, both. So let's comment this today. Okay friends, you can see in this format. But if I want to change the format, suppose I need year at the last and day at the start. So I will just change this format and the format of the printing will be changed. You can see here. So by changing the format, 21/10/2016 has been printed. So this way you can change different format of time and use these three function date, date time and date format for PHP date and time. तो दोस्तों इस वीडियो में हम देखेंगे PHP date and time के बारे में. सो आप देख सकते हो कि पहले अगर हमें date and time प्रिंट करना है, आज का डेट चाहिए तो हम एक डेट फंक्शन कॉल कर सकते हैं. तो वो प्रिंट करेगा आज का डेट और जिस फॉर्मेट है डे, मंथ, ईयर या फिर ईयर मंथ डेट जैसे आपको प्रिंट चाहिए, जिस फॉर्मेट में चाहिए, डैश चाहिए या स्लैश चाहिए, आपको जो चाहिए आप फॉर्मेट डिसाइड करो. देयर आर मल्टीपल फॉर्मेट ऑफ डेट एंड टाइम इन पीएचपी. सो आप जिस फॉर्मेट में चाहिए आप टाइप करो और वो प्रिंट करेगा आपके स्क्रीन पे. सेम वे इफ वी वांट complete date and time, we have to call a new function named Datetime. We are calling a new function and it is storing date time in date variable. So this date variable and after that I am changing, मैं change कर रहा हूँ ये date variable को date format में जिसमें मुझे चाहिए. तो ये मुझे date time जो देगा करंट मेरे सिस्टम का date time देगा या फिर जिस सिस्टम पे हमारा वेबसाइट या वेब पेज रन कर रहा है. अगर लोकल में रन कर रहा है तो आपके लोकल सिस्टम का देगा और अगर ऑनलाइन सर्वर पर रन कर रहा है तो ऑनलाइन सर्वर का जो सिस्टम करेंट डेट टाइम होगा वो प्रिंट करेगा. अगर इंडिया में सर्वर है तो इंडिया का डेट टाइम प्रिंट करेगा और अगर यही आपका सर्वर यूएस में है तो यूएस का डेट टाइम प्रिंट करेगा. सो फ्रेंड्स, So this way we can print system datetime in the format which we want. So friends, after this, how to get some other things also we'll see in this video. Now very important thing about time zone. I want to talk about time zone in this video. So why is time zone and why we need time zone? So there are different time zone in PHP. So we need, if we want a date to be converted in a particular time zone to, then we need to use the date time zone in PHP. So what I am doing is that I am selecting a new time zone into a time zone variable, and then I will convert my this date into the time zone which I need. So why do we need this, friend? This question is, why do we need this time zone? Actually we need this time zone because suppose we are in India right now, and if our application is hosted on a server which is on India, which is in India, and your application is for Indian users, so there will be no issue if you don't convert time zone or don't use time zone in your application, because your server is in India, so it will always take the correct Indian date and time whenever you ask date and time, or call date function or date and time function in PHP. But if your server is hosted in US and you want to, and you are using date function or date and time function to get date and date time in PHP, then you will get the US date and time, because your server is in US, not in India. And as your application is hosted on the server, so the US date and time will be printed on your screen, and if you same date and time you save in database, the US date and time will be saved into database. But the application is for Indian users, so there will be a problem. Usually will say Indian users will see some other date on your system. So to manage these things, we need to use time zones. So for this we define the time zone. So in which time zone we want to convert the time. Either we can store the date in a format of a timestamp in database, and then we can convert that timestamp into the time zone format we want. So this way we can use time zone. So there are multiple time zone. I am showing you here Asia Kolkata time zone. So friends, it is showing. So you can see, friends, it is showing the time in Asia Kolkata 4:43 and 21/10/2016. So same way, if I want some other time zone, like if I will show you time zone of some other, so if I want to show you, instead of Asia Kolkata, we feel here Europe time zone, we want to get Europe time zone. So I will show echo system date time local and Europe time zone, how we can get Europe time zone. So just echo this, and you can see here the time has been changed. The date is same 21/21. This is the system time, and this is the time Europe time, and this is the system time, but the time is changed. In India it is 4:44 and it is Europe it is 1:14. So you can see I can use a single time zone and get the time converted into different time zones. So this is the time zone. It's very important topic, time zone. तो दोस्तों आपने देखा कि टाइम जोन का क्यों इस्तेमाल करते हैं, कब इस्तेमाल करते हैं। जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया कि अगर आपका एप्लीकेशन इंडिया में होस्टेड है, इंडियन सर्वर्स पे, इंडिया के सर्वर पे, तो आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी अगर आपका एप्लीकेशन इंडियन यूजर्स के लिए है। लेकिन आपका एप्लीकेशन अगर यूएस में होस्टेड है और आपके यूजर्स या फिर किसी और कंट्री में और आपके यूजर्स इंडिया के हैं, तो आपके यूजर्स को डिफरेंट टाइम नज़र आएगा अगर आपने टाइम जोन का इस्तेमाल नहीं किया है। तो we need to use time zone in our application. So same way, friends, moving forward, local date. If you want to, I'm getting some printing some variables like how to get local date. So if I want to get, so I will just first of all do this control Z, and we will get Asia Kolkata back. Okay, let's remove this and just we will print one. So now it's fine. So it is printing India date and time. So if I want to print date, only date from this date and time, so we can write year, date, month, or date, month, year, in which format we want. If you want only time, we will write hour, seconds, minutes, and seconds. And if I want only the day, so I will just pass the format D. And if I want month, I will pass M, and year I will pass Y. So doing all this, I will show you. Just I will use echo for all this so that you can see here. And check that all are printing in the same way as needed by us. So refresh this page. Okay, all are being printed, but being printed on the same line. So for this, just hold on friends, I will use a concatenation and use a br tag for a new line. You can also do this, concatenate. So I will use and same in all of these, so that all of this goes into a new line, and you have to use concatenate in echo. So let's friends see. The time is 4:47:11. 21 is our date, 10 is our month, and year is 2016. So we can get separately. So you can see we have got these values. Okay friends, same way, if I need or you need the next day value, so what is the next day? So how to do that? To do that in PHP, we have a modify function. So we can modify date and time using that modify function. So just we need that modify the date by plus 1 day. So we will just, if you want the next day value, date and time, so we will just modify by using plus 1 day, and it will add 1 day in the current value of the date stored here. So the current value of the date stored is system date and time, and it will add 1 day into the current system date and time. Let's check it whether it is printing or not. So after that I am doing printing using echo. I am storing that into next day variable, and date format I want in this format. So let's see whether it is printing or not. So friends, you can see it is printed the next date. So you can see here it has printed the next date. Today is 21, but it has printed 22. So I've got the next day. Same way, if I want the date after 1 week, so I will add just 7 days, and we'll check it's working or not. Okay, so 7 days after from 21 is 28. We have got the date 28. So same way, if I want to get the value of next month, we will add 30. If you want get value of after an year, we will add 365 days. Same way, if we want a previous day value, we will again use modify function to modify the date, and we will this time we will use minus instead of plus. Just everything same, just use minus, and you can echo this and see whether it's working or not. So we'll just comment this 2 lines to check this. Okay, so we are going to get the previous day. Okay, so today is 21, we should get 20. Okay friends, we are getting 20 here, 20. So same way, if I want 7 days back or 30 days back, what was the date 30 days back, I will just do 30 and I will get 30 days back. So 21/9/2016, 30 days back backdate I have got in PHP. So you will need this multiple times. You will need, if you are making a hotel application like booking application, you have to play with dates multiple times. So you have to get the next day value, we have to store the date in database. So you will need all this function, date function, date and time function, date format function and modify function to modify your date and time in PHP. तो दोस्तों आप लोगों ने देखा कि हमें टाइम जोन का इस्तेमाल करने के बाद लोकल डेट अगर हमें चाहिए इस फॉर्मेट में तो हम कैसे प्रिंट करें, अगर हमें सिर्फ टाइम चाहिए तो सिर्फ हम टाइम पास करेंगे, और अगर डे चाहिए तो डे, मंथ तो मंथ, ईयर तो ईयर। इस तरीके से आपका वैल्यूज प्रिंट हो जाएगा यहाँ पे। और अगर आपको नेक्स्ट डे की वैल्यू चाहिए कि नेक्स्ट डे के डेट क्या है या नेक्स्ट डे को टाइम क्या है, तो जस्ट आप मॉडिफाई फंक्शन का इस्तेमाल करेंगे और अपने डेट को मॉडिफाई करेंगे, जिससे कि आप मॉडिफाई फंक्शन का नेक्स्ट डेट या फिर प्रीवियस डेट की डेट और टाइम की वैल्यू आप जान सकते हो जस्ट बाय एडिंग द नंबर ऑफ डेज इन द मॉडिफाई फंक्शन। अगर आपको 7 दिन बाद का डेट चाहिए या टाइम चाहिए, आप 7 ऐड करो। आपको 30 दिन बाद का चाहिए, आप 30 ऐड करो। आपको 90 दिन के बाद का चाहिए, आप 90 ऐड करो। या फिर अगर 1 साल का चाहिए तो 365 ऐड करो। सेम वे रिवर्स ऑर्डर में अगर आपको बैक डेट का चाहिए तो कल का चाहिए, पिछले दिन का चाहिए, 1 ऐड करो। 1 महीने पहले का चाहिए, 30 करो। सेम वे, बस जस्ट प्लस की जगह यूज माइनस साइन हियर। सो आप देख सकते हो, मैंने अभी करके दिखाया कि किस तरह का प्रिंट है। यहाँ पर आप देखो इको है प्रीवियस डेट। सो मेरे को आज 21 तारीख है और आई नीड द प्रीवियस डेट वैल्यू। सो आई विल जस्ट, सॉरी, यहाँ पर मैंने -30 किया है तो प्रीवियस मंथ का वैल्यू प्रिंट करा 21 देखो आप। और अगर प्रीवियस डेट का चाहिए तो जस्ट यूज 1। मेरे को 21 तारीख है आज, 21/10, और मुझे चाहिए 20 तारीख। देखो सर फ्रेंड्स, ये 20/10/2016 प्रिंट हो चुका है। तो फ्रेंड्स, दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट डेट एंड टाइम। सो अगेन you can use date and time function, date time zone and date format as well as modify function of PHP to handle date and time in PHP. Thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you have understood how to use date and time in PHP in different ways and then modify date and time and get the values according to your need. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorial and tech videos. You can write your queries in the comments section below. दोस्तों प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करें हमारे YouTube चैनल को और लाइक और शेयर भी करें, और अपने क्वेरीज को आप नीचे दिए गए कमेंट सेक्शन में टाइप कर सकते हैं। मैं रिप्लाई ज़रूर करूँगा। ओके, थैंक यू वंस अगेन फ्रेंड।